Okay, hey everybody, got another old picture that we're going to go ahead and kind of fix up a little bit. Old school football. No, it isn't her. It's this picture right here. Okay, and we're going to be working with this top left-hand picture right here. This guy number 7, guy by the name of Joe Theismann. Joe Theismann shown here as a sophomore with Notre Dame back in 1968. Got this out of an old Sports Illustrated magazine I picked up. But anyway, these are some pictures from the 1968 Notre Dame USC game. Did a little bit of research on it. They played to a 21-21 tie. I think USC was ranked pretty high. They had O.J. Simpson on the team time, and they were ranked pretty high. And Notre Dame played them to a 21-21 tie. Anyway, let's just get right into it. First thing, we got to get this picture. We got to get it out. We're using GIMP, the open source free graphics editor that everybody who can't afford something better should use. Getting our guides, grabbing our guides from either side, and lining it up with the edges of the image. All right, that one there, and go ahead and get on the bottom there. Okay, all right, got our edges all set up with our guides. Going to go ahead using the crop tool right here. And we're going to drag a square right there inside the block where our guides are. Okay. Looks good. Double click on it. There it is. Okay. Go ahead and you kind of get it all centered up. Use the move tool, grab the guides, get them out of the way. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's bring it to 100%. See what we're working with. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to scale it. Go up to the image. Scale image. And let's see. Once again, making sure we got the lock on right here. So the sides will stay proportional. Let's go ahead. Let's make it, let's try 600. Height of 600. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work pretty good. Okay, let's go ahead and this picture looks pretty good. Pretty good right off the bat. Gonna go ahead and make our duplicate layer to work on. Okay, just a little bit of background about Joe Theismann. NFL guys remember that he wound up playing for Washington Redskins and was had a really good career, was a really good quarterback for them, quarterbacked them into Super Bowl 17. They beat Miami, and I was reading he was actually originally drafted by Miami, Joe Theismann was. And not sure how he ended up with Washington. I didn't read that much, but yeah, he had a pretty good career with Washington. Okay. Let's see, what can we do to this image right here? Not really much. Let's see, let's go ahead. I always like to try using the filters, enhance. Always try a little noise reduction just to see what that'll do here. And there's a noise reduction, and we'll go back. Yeah, it's kind of edgy. The edges look kind of ragged a little bit. Yeah, kind of smooths them out a little bit. Okay, I kind of like that. I think that'll be all right. Let's see, what else can we do here? Let's mess with the colors just a little bit. I don't want to mess with the colors a whole lot. Let's try the brightness contrast. Using the brightness contrast tool right here. And again, a little bit of brightness, a little bit of contrast. A little bit of brightness, a little bit of contrast. Let's see, kind of, what y'all think? Back it up just a little bit. Let's see what that looks like. Right there compared to the old picture. A little bit brighter, not quite as dark. We'll leave it right there. We'll leave it right there. Okay, and you know what? Look at this edge right here. We didn't quite get all of this edge right here. Now I could use the clone tool if I wanted to, and I could bring it in, but you know what? I'm not gonna I'm not going to do that. Let's get our guide, kind of bring it in just a little bit. Use the zoom tool. Looking at that, making sure. Yeah, I think we can do that. Let's go back to 100%. Get the crop. Like that, and I think that's it. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. Okay, one more thing I'm gonna try here before we hang it up. I'm gonna make another layer here. Create a new layer. Make sure that layer is on top. Make sure it's transparent. Tell it's transparent by the little blank area right there. That's how you know it's transparent. Go ahead. We're gonna make a border. Use the select all. All right. Selected the entire image. Actually, selected the layer, the whole blank layer. And again, there's the option for a border, and you can designate how big you want the border is. It's just the gap. It's the gap all the way around the picture. And here we have a few. We have a border hard, smooth, and feathered. Let's do the smooth. Okay, right there. Using black. Use the bucket fill tool. Click on that. There we go. Bring it over. Oh, didn't do it. It's one thing I've noticed about GIMP, at least with my computer. It seems like I've got to click a few times sometimes. It's probably just me. I'm probably clicking wrong, knowing me. Okay. Only I could click a mouse wrong. Here we go. Got it here, set up there. Select none, removes it. And there's the border right there. Sometimes you can go ahead, what I do, go ahead, you can set the opacity and of the layer that's chosen right here, up here in the layer mode. Opacity default is 100. And just kind of drag it down a little bit and kind of make the border just real, very, very slight. Just a hint that there's a border. Got our opacity set about 80% opacity. Okay, and I'm just gonna leave it right there. It's an old picture. I'm gonna leave it right there, and that's gonna go up on the website like that. Joe Theismann, 1968 sophomore quarterback for Notre Dame. And go ahead, we're going to flatten it, flatten the image, all the layers. There they are, using the flatten, right click, flatten all the way at the bottom. Down to one layer, let's go ahead and let's export it. GIMP, you export, you don't save. Okay, we're going to go ahead and find a nice web-friendly name for this. How about Joe Theismann? Sophomore. Put a hyphen between those two. Sophomore, we'll just say QB Notre Dame. Notre Dame is 2 words. 1968. How's that? Joe Theismann, sophomore quarterback, Notre Dame, 1968. Chock full of keywords the search engines can pick up. Yeah, right. Okay, here we go. We're going to export it like that. There it is. There's export as. There we go. Joe Theismann, sophomore QB, Notre Dame, 1968. All right, we're going to go ahead and, like we did with all our images, save for web with Riot image optimization tool. Here we go, waiting for it to come up. Where is it? There it is. Okay, and as you can see, it's bringing the image from 1,000 kilobytes. Not a huge image by any stretch, but you want images as small, compact, quickly loading as possible. Bring it down to 35.29. Yeah, let's do that. That's good to be. Save it. Dialog box comes up again. Make sure that you got the right file on there, and save. And of course, yes, I do want to replace it. All right. There you go. There you have it. There it is. That's it. This was a short one, but yeah, just a few little things you can do. Fixing up old pictures with GIMP, and yeah, Joe Theismann. There you go. If you like old pictures of NFL players, NFLpastplayers.com. Check it out, and yeah, I'll dig up some more pictures, and we'll see what we got.